Planes grounded, flights cancelled. For thousands of passengers, more misery. But the cabin crew are standing firm, despite being told they will lose their travel perks and pay if they strike. They've been told not to speak to the media, so we've hidden their identity.
Well, I'm not sure what Mr Walsh is saying when he says he hasn't suspended crew for going on an official strike, because actually I've been at home. I took part in a legal strike and I've been at home since taking part in that legal strike.
Today marks the British summertime. I think it's going to be the summer of discontent.
We're literally being bullied and threatened every single time. And this week, Willie Walsh has had an opportunity the whole week to actually negotiate and come back to the negotiating table, and he's not even bothered.
Willie Walsh is a bit short-sighted there. 30 to 40% of our cabin crew actually need those concessions to get to work. So although they're going to strike for 3 days, they might have changed their mind, but then they can't come to work. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me.
And the propaganda game continues. Unite have released this video. For them, it highlights the reasons for the strike.
Crews are sorry customers are going without the quality service they pay for and are doing their best to rectify the situation.
They've accused British Airways Chief Executive Willie Walsh of trying to break the union, but he says, "I genuinely want to make an effort to work in a more constructive way with them." Both sides seem to recognise that's the only way to end this.
The only way this will be resolved is not by intimidation and bullying or threatening of our people into submission, or indeed by industrial action. The only resolution to this will come by a negotiated agreement. And the sooner that BA, Willie Walsh in particular, gets himself back to the TUC or anywhere else of his choice for that matter, the better.
For now, this strike is the only form of protest that the cabin crew have. For that to end, discussions need to take place. The Unite Union and British Airways have told me that they're both available for talks. The problem is they're doing plenty of talking, just not to each other. The government has no power to stop the strike, but the Transport Secretary has called on both sides to start negotiations.
It's very damaging to British Airways, it's very damaging to the national economy, and it's very damaging to the very jobs of union members, which the union exists to protect. That's why it's so important that they get back round the negotiating table and seek to resolve this dispute by talking and not by confrontation.
Some more disappointment for passengers. Unite say if this isn't resolved, there'll be even more strikes after Easter. Amy Lewis, Sky News.